Chelsea host Wolves in the Premier League at Stamford Bridge just days after sacking their coach. Maresca also spoke to the media, giving updates on injuries and also hinting that Estevão is in contention to start the game against Wolves tomorrow. After this is incredible form, obviously, I will break everything down and my predicted 11 also and tactical expectations and my score prediction for what could be a big response game for Chelsea after our match against Wolves in the Carabao Cup. We all didn't like the way the game ended. So if it's your first time, don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button, let me know your thought about everything we are going to discuss. And please, I don't know what's wrong with you to overload them. It's just having with my videos. I will drop the link up there. Make sure you go have a butcher. And without further ado, let's get into it. Maresca on the long journey, he said we are okay. The players rested yesterday. That's the long journey from the match against Karabakh. So we have a session this afternoon. And he continued on Lavia's latest injury. He said we don't have an update at the moment. We need to wait for some hours for them to make checks. At the moment he's injured, he's in pains. We need to do all checks. And he continued about Pedro Neto missing the Champions League game. He said Pedro had the session with the VCO yesterday on the pitch. It's good today. We train with us and we will make a final decision on him. And Enzo Maresca also responded to Wayne Rooney's comment about Chelsea doing so many rotation and all. Enzo Maresca said, like he said already many times, he said we are in an era where anyone can say what they want. I said that after Karabakh game also. Since I joined the club, it's in my view to rotate players when you don't win games. Nobody agrees. When it's Andre Santos, Jorge, Joao Pedro, it's not about rotation. They are young. You have given them chance to make mistakes so that they can become better. Obviously, you learn from your mistakes. That's what makes you an experienced player. That's what makes you a leader in the team also, because you have seen it all and you know what you are supposed to do. And more Enzo Maresca continued on whether he loves rotating players. He said, I love rotating as a player, And he continued, he said, I think football is different now compared to years ago because of physicality and intensity. 65 to 70 games a season, Champions League, Premier League, you need to definitely rotate. It's a lot of competitions that these players compete in with these days, and you can obviously see the results with all the ACL we have been getting lately, hitting the players. We have to take care of their physical well-being also. The players are not robots. And about the defending inconsistency we have been dealing with this season, he said on rotating defender, he said first of all with Levi injury, we lost our best defender in terms of video. From there, we tried to solve problems and adjusting things. We tried to find different solutions. Last game, we kept a clean sheet with Trev Wells. They told me this morning that last year, after 11 league games, we had 2 clean sheets. And this year, after 11, we have 4. So, according to facts and stats, he's trying to tell us we conceding goals has reduced, that we have better clean sheets than yesterday, last season. I mean, after 11 games, And he was asked if we are where we want to be this season. He said, we try to win all games this season. The expectation has risen around the team. The big difference from last season is exactly that expectation. The numbers are there and we can probably be better. I said many times, I don't like to think about April, May, June. I like to think if we can win tomorrow, then comes international break, then we go again. Obviously, one step at a time. You can only beat what's in front of you. Unlike Vera Ijuri says it's a shame at this moment because we try to minimize minutes for him, but even with that, he's injured again. We need to insist until we find the right solution. That's why, when he bench some of these players and all, and the fans are reacting, he's always trying to protect the players. Imagine just how many minutes against Karabakh and Lavia is injured, gone. So credit to Maresca, the way he managed Rhys James. He has been trying with Fofana also. I understand all these things better now. And credit to Maresca. And finally, Maresca was asked about the Wolf test. He said they changed manager, so for sure some similarities, but these are the games we need to win, because when you do the right thing against Liverpool, Tottenham, you need to continue doing that. Yes, win the big games against the big teams, and don't forget to pick up your 13 points against the smaller teams too, because it's like one of the problems we suffer from. We turn up on the big day, on the big matches, that we are big players, but when it comes to these small players that we are supposed to just get past them, we find it really difficult. So we need to improve on that, just like Maresca said. And on Estevao getting ready, he said Estevao is ready to start back-to-back games. He's ready to start for sure. He's ready to start. But if he start another one is on the bench, and the other one wants to start too. He's trying to adapt to England. He was complaining about it being cold last week, and it was October. Wait until December and January. I say it's still hot. I really hope his family are going to help him and the team is going to support him. I'm very sure about that, with everything he needs to keep him warm, because this is Europe, boy. This is not Brazil. So I'm very sure he will adapt, and everything will be fine with him. And Enzo Maresca on Lavia and Esugo injury said, we have Casido, Fernandez, Neto, and Jalpero. They are all players not training every day because of issues. Most was on the pitch inside 5 minutes the other day. We have used Andre Santos as a number 6, Riz can play as number 6, and Josh as a number 6 too. So more rotation to come. He's trying to tell us Enzo Fernandez, João Pedro, and Moises Caicedo, they are missing something. And right now, without Enzo and Caicedo, we are just left with Andre Santos only in our midfield. Like he said, Josh and James, that's not their natural position, but they can definitely give us something in those areas. Maybe that's not the best. And Caicedo also got the goal of the month in the Premier League. His goal against Liverpool won that. And Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo also has been nominated in the FIFA Best Midfielder. I really hope my Caicedo can get in there. Or probably Enzo too. You never know. If you are still watching, don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button. Let me know your thoughts about everything we have discussed about Maresca Pressa. And without further ado, this is my first 11 for the game against Wolves. As you can see, I have Sanchez, Chalobah and Fofana pairing, James on the right back, Cucurella on the left back. I have Enzo and Caicedo pairing as always. And I have João Pedro in front of them, I believe, with Caicedo and Enzo behind him. He should be able, like we saw against Karabakh, he was trying to create for Liam Delap, and I want to see more of that. So he shouldn't be taking too much touches, because a lot depends on you, João Pedro, when you are playing in that 10 role behind the striker. A lot will go through you, and a lot depends on you also. Obviously, we have our strikers, and I'm very sure Estevão will be starting, just like Maresca said in the press, and Garnacho will be starting on the left side, Delap in front. And I hope this should get us over the line. Wolves sacked their manager, obviously. This new manager bans and all. I really hope they are not going to get no new manager bans when we are playing. We are at home again, so I hope we will just get the 3 points before they later get themselves later on in the season. And we can look forward to the next one. Then probably the international break. Then we'll have Atalanta, I believe, in our next Champions League game. You never know, one step at a time. Arsenal 2 coming. I believe we should win by 3-0. I hope we will not repeat the same mistake we did, just like we did in the last game versus Wolves in the Carabao Cup. Please and please, no silly mistake. No charity FC. And I'll see you guys when it's all said and done. Don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button. Let me know your thoughts, turn on post notification, and share to your loved ones. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace and love.